Hello, this is Engineer Rodolfo Ocate from Haro, Iloilo City, Philippines. Today we have this binomial expansion. Binomial meaning two terms, A and B. Then expand this by raising to the certain exponent. So we have here example, a lot of exponent and different literal coefficient. We start with open parenthesis a plus b close parenthesis 2, and this is it means that a times b close parenthesis times a plus b close parenthesis, and it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. This is a common expansion in algebra. Next example is that we have a plus b raised to the cube, or 3 times we multiply this a plus b, and it is equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. This is almost common also to algebra. We can remember this 3 by multiplying the numerical coefficient of this. 1 times plus 2 is 3. Then next is 2 plus 1 is 3 also, then 1. Okay, next a minus b raised to the fourth, and we simplify this similar to this, only that okay, we have a plus, then only that the second term is minus b. We separate that by enclosing minus b raised to the fourth. First term is a, then second term is minus b. So we expand this a to the fourth plus a 4a cube times minus b plus 6 a square minus b square plus 4a times minus b cube plus minus b to the fourth. Okay, we have a to the fourth. Next term, we reduce the first literal coefficient, reduce the exponent from 4 becomes 3, then from 3 becomes 2, then becomes 1. While the b from the right, we start with 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Okay, the numerical coefficient is that based from this or the Pascal triangle, we first have 1, then 1 plus 3 is 4, then 3 plus 3 is 6, then 3 plus 1 is 4, then we have the 1. Okay, simplifying this, a to the fourth, this is minus 4a cube b, then simplifying this becomes positive because we have square the minus b. So 6 a square b square minus 4 a b cube, then plus b to the fourth. Now how about if we have this a plus a plus 1 over a raised to the cube. So this is equal to, okay, we first place the literal coefficient. The exponent, first exponent is 3 because of this original exponent 3, then second term it becomes a square, third term it becomes 1, then the fourth term we don't have the a to the 0 or 1, Then 1 over a starting from the right is with the exponent of 3. 1 over a is raised to the exponent 2. 1 over a raised to the exponent 1, and here 1 over a raised to the exponent 0 or 1. Now simplifying this a cube, this becomes a 3a, then this becomes 3 times 1 over a, then plus 1 over a cube. Okay. Now if we have a negative, second term is negative, then we have a numerical coefficient at on the first term. So we expand this, 2a square plus twice the product of these two, 2a times minus b, plus we square the last term. Then simplifying, this is 4a square, this is 4 plus minus, because of this, minus 4ab, then plus b square. If we have this, a minus 2b raised to the fourth, then the meaning of this, we multiply a minus b square twice, so we have this, or just expanding. Okay, we go direct. This is similar to a minus b to the fourth, a minus b to the fourth. So we have a to the fourth, plus first we have the exponent of the first term. It started with a to the fourth, then a to the cube, a square, then a. The second term, which is minus 2b, we start to the right, the exponent is 4, minus 2b raised to the 3, minus 2b raised to the 2, minus 2b raised to the exponent 1. Then we follow the similar to this, coefficient is 4, 6, 4, and 1. 4, 6, 4, and 1. So we have the 4, 6, 4, and 1. So simplifying this, this is a to the fourth, this is minus 8 a cube b, 8 a cube b, then this one is plus because we have the square of the minus, so we have 2 square is 4, 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, 24 a square b square. Then this one is 2 cube is 8, 8 times 4 is 32 ab cube, plus 16 b to the fourth. 4 times 4 is 4, then multiply again with 4, 16 b to the fourth. Now one thing good about this, we have, please listen very carefully, because this is a very good expansion of any binomial raised to any exponent. So we have a plus b to the 8. I simplified this to a plus b only, positive. So first we have the exponent of the first term. Each of these terms, the literal coefficient a start from 8, then becomes 7, then becomes 6, then 5, then a to the fourth, a cube, a square, then a, just plain a, then a to the 0 is 1. Okay, then the second literal coefficient is b. We start with 8 from the right, 8, 7, b to the 6, b to the 5, b to the 4, then b to the 3, b to the 6, b square, then b, then b to the 0 or 1. Now, the only problem is that how to compute this numerical coefficient of each of this term. Okay, so the first one, which is 8, is derived from 8 times 1 divided by the exponent of the second term, or 1. 8 times 1 divided by 1, or simplifying, this is 8. For the third term, the numerical coefficient, we will solve this as 8 times 7 divided by 2. 8 times 7 divided by 2, or cancel the 8 and 2, 4. This is 28. Next numerical coefficient is 28 times 6 divided by 3, or cancel the 6 and 3, 2, 28 times 2, 56. Next, we have how to find the 70. This is equal to 56 times 5 divided by 4, or 70. Then next, how to find the 56. 70 times 4 divided by 5, divided by 5. 70 times 4 divided by 5, or 56. Next, we have the 28. So this is equal to 56 times 3 divided by 6. Cancel the 3 and the 6, 2 here as denominator. 56 divided by 2 is 28. Next, 28 times 2 divided by 7. 28 divided by 7 is 4, times 2 is 8. Next coefficient here is 8 times 1 divided by 8, or just 1. So this is now the solution to the expansion of a plus b raised to the 8. Okay, it is just a simple way of writing, and there is no confusion. Then sample is that we have a negative raised to the 7, x minus y raised to the 7. Okay, again, basically the first terms is x, start with the 7. In the second term, it becomes x to the 6, then x to the 5, x to the 4, x to the 3, x square, x1, then x to the 0 is 1. The second term, y, is minus y 7. The y, exponent of the y is 6, then 5, then 4, 3, 2, then 1, then y to the 0 is 1. Now, if the exponent, the second term is negative, the sign of the expansion is alternately positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Just proven here we have positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. Okay, so no problem with the sign. Now the numerical coefficient. Second term, first term is 1. Second term is 7. It is derived from 1 times 7 divided by 1 is 7. Next term, numerical coefficient is 7 times 6 divided by 2, or this is 3 times 7 is 21. Then next term, the 35 is derived from 21 times 5 divided by 3, or 7 times 5, 35. Next, we have the derivation of 35. It is equal to 35 times 4 divided by 4, or cancel the 4, it is 35. Next, we have 35 times 3 divided by 5, or 35 divided by 5 is 7. 7 times 3 is 21. Next, we have 21 times 2 divided by 6 is 6 divided by 2 is 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Next, we have 7 times 1 divided by 7, or just 1. Then simplifying, okay, this is equal to x to the 7, this is minus 7x to the 6, y 1. Then 21 minus, this is plus, it becomes plus here, plus 21x to the 5th y squared. Then this is minus 35 x to the 4th y cubed. Then this is 35, this is positive, even exponent, 35x cubed y to the 4th. Then next term is 21x squared y to the 5th minus, then 7x y to the 6th positive, then y to the 7th. Okay, next, challenging problem of binomial expansion. Okay, this is another discussion, very interesting. Find the sixth term of n plus n raised to the exponent 12. So the sixth term, okay, before this, I would like you to understand this. In a binomial expansion with exponent 4, the number of term is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 terms. In a binomial expansion with exponent 2, the number of terms is 3. Exponent plus 1, or 3. 1, 2, 3. And binomial expansion with exponent 3, the number of terms is 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so in a binomial expansion raised to the 8th, expect that this is 9 terms. 9 terms. Okay, so we will count this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 terms. This is raised to the 7th, so we have 8 terms. This is also 8 terms. So in this problem we have if this is 12, so expect that this is 13 terms, but we need to not to expand this because you are asked only the 6th term. Okay, this I would like to explain again. Okay, in this expansion 1 2 3 4, the 4th term, the exponent of the second literal coefficient is 3. Okay, the 4th term 1 2 3 4, the exponent of the 4th term is 3. If you are asked the, shall we say, the 7th term 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, the exponent of the second literal coefficient is 6. So the 7th term is with the exponent of b to the 6. Here the 3rd term of the expansion raised to the 4th, the 3rd term expect that the 3rd term 1 2 3 4, the exponent of the second literal coefficient is 3. This is the 4th term. The exponent of the second literal coefficient is the number of term minus 1. So the 4th term, the exponent is 3. Here the second term of this expansion raised to the 3, the second term is with the exponent, expect the second term, the exponent is 1. Okay, reduce the nth term by 1. So if you are asked the 6th term, the coefficient of n must be 5. Okay, the exponent of the 6th term, the exponent of the second literal coefficient is 5. 6 exponent is 5. Okay, remember the 6th term, the second literal coefficient is 5, or 6 minus 1, 5. Then the exponent of the first liter is 7. The sum of these two, 7 and 5, must be the original exponent of the expansion. Okay, now we are through with the literal coefficient and their exponent. About the numerical coefficient, okay, follow this. There are 5 factors. 1 2 3 4 5. There are 5 in the numerator. There are 5 factors starting from 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 5. And there are 5 factors also in the denominator starting with 1, then goes to 5. Numerator, there are 12 factors starting from the original exponent of the expansion, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Simplifying this becomes 792, n to the 7, n to the 5th. So this is direct answer to the asked question. Okay, this one. Next problem. Find the middle term of r minus 8 s raised to the 8th. The middle term, because there are 9 terms in this expansion, there are 9 terms, the middle part is 5th. Okay, the middle part of this expansion, there are 9 terms, so the middle part is the 5th, and this is the answer. the fifth expansion, the coefficient of the second literal coefficient is 4. Fifth, this is 4. Exponent is 4. Then r must be also 4 because the original expansion is 8. The sum of this must be 8. Okay, we are through with this. Now the numerical coefficient, there are 4 factors in the numerator. There are 4 factors in the denominator. Numerator will start at 8, then multiplied by 7, multiplied by 6, multiplied by 5. There are 4 factors. Denominator factors are 1, 2 times 3 times 4. There are also 4 factors. Simplifying this is equal to 70. R to the 4th is to the 4th. Okay, simple as that. Then find the term with the exponent x to the 4th as literal coefficient and the x minus 1 over x raised to the 12. Okay, what is the term? We don't know what is the term, but the simplified expression must have x to the 4th. Okay, the fifth term, you will notice that when you multiply the x and 1 minus x, the exponent must be 12. First literal coefficient, the coefficient is 8. Second literal coefficient is 4. The sum of this must be 12, the original exponent of the expansion. Now you will notice that x to the 8 divided by x to the 4th is 4, and this is the answer to this question, x to the 4th. Okay, you have to make a trial on the exponent of these two. Be sure that the sum of these two exponents is equal to 12, the sum of these 12. So this is now our literal coefficient. No problem because the result of this is x to the 4th. Next we have, this is the fifth term. Okay, exponent here is 4, so this must be the fifth term. So expect that we have numerator here, we have 4 factors, starting with 12 times 11 times 10 times 9, and denominator must have 4 factors starting from 1 times 2 times 3 times 4. Simplifying this becomes 495 x to the 4th, and this answers our problem to find the term with the x to the 4th. This is the answer. It is the fifth term of the expansion of this. Next, simplify the fourth term of 2 minus I raised to the 6. Simplify the expansion x 2 minus I closed quantity raised to the 6. Okay, the fourth term of this is equal to, the second literal coefficient is minus I. So if it is the fourth term, the exponent must be 3 here, and the sum of these two must be 6, the original exponent of the expansion. Okay, so no problem with this. The numerical coefficient, we have 3 factors starting from 6, then 6 times 5 times 4. Denominator is 3 factors starting from 1 to then 3. Simplifying this is equal to 8. Then simplifying this, minus I raised to the cube is minus I. Then simplifying this also, it becomes minus 8I. So this conclude now the discussion about the binomial expansion. There are a lot of problems about this. This is just a guide. So this ends now my discussion. Be sure to subscribe with this video, and I'm happy if you do so. Thank you. Good luck.